Hi, it's Mary Clare, Mystics by the Sea, and today is October 7th, and I will have your birthday numerology. And today I pulled the Five of Cups. He's lonely, he's disappointed, he is just not happy right now. It's a very challenging time, it's emotions. So he's having a very challenging time now emotionally because he's feeling let down, he's feeling disappointed, he's feeling alone. And sometimes the Five of Pentacles tells us we need this time alone to figure out what it is we want. Okay? Um, are we putting too much in other people? Are our expectations? What are your expectations? And now you're disappointed. This card is always telling us to kind of like go within. There's a bridge, okay? There's a bridge behind him, which means he could take this where he's feeling, he's only looking at the Three Cups, what's down, but if he picks his head up and looks all around the potential, there's still two cups behind him. He just has to figure out how he's going to get there. But it's a very, it's a challenging card. Five is the number of change and movement, but the Five of Pentacles particularly is you're doing it through feelings of disappointment. So you're really trying to figure out what it is that you need to do for yourself to make you emotionally fulfilled and happy in your life. Okay? When we look at the same people and they just keep disappointing us, or a situation that keeps disappointing us, how are you going to change that? Change and movement. Okay? It's challenging though. All right. If it's your birthday today, you have the 7 birth number and an 8 personal year. And a 7 birth number is they're very intuitive. They are psychic, okay? They have to learn to trust themselves. 7 is the number of trust. So the 7s have to learn to trust their own intuition, their own feelings, okay? Their own psychic energy, because they're very good at it. And I always say with the 7s, sometimes you have to be alone for a while to figure out. So in other words, if you want to learn how to trust your intuitive sense, do more of any kind of spiritual work, okay? Yoga, meditation, all right? Which, I mean, yes, you are with people, but that work is very inner work. 7 has a lot of, they just have a lot of conflict constantly going on inside of them because they're very private people, so they don't express it out into the world, so that all rolls around inside of them. And they have to be very careful because they won't make a decision because they don't know what decisions to make. So they have to think it through and then trust their own feelings and their intuition. Okay? Any kind of spiritual work to learn how to quiet your mind and hear your own thoughts and hear your connection, which is in you. Our higher self, our God connection, everybody thinks it's outside of them, and it's inside of you. And that's what the 7s, the more they learn to do it for themselves, the more productive and fulfilled their lives will be. All right, and then you have the 8 personal year, and an 8 personal year is all about money, finances, wealth, possessions. Figure it out. What decisions do you need to make this year that you're figuring out your finances? Any kind of financial purchase, a job change, a career change, changes or promotion, or just any kind of changes going on in your job. Be open to it and don't be afraid to move towards it. Have a great day.